This video covers the idea or concept of solving an equation. Let's take a look. So before this video, in the previous video, we looked at checking a solution where they gave you a number. But now when you're solving, they don't give you a number. So let's talk about what this solving means. Well, here's the definition. And so let's unpack this a little bit here. So solving is finding a solution. Before they gave it to you, but now you have to find it. Let's talk about what it means to find the solution of an equation. So a solution is a number that works. So what would make the seesaw balanced? Two guys hidden in the box. But what happens when we don't know exactly how many guys are in the box? We can't figure out the solution. Well, now we have to solve. Well, what does that mean? We are going to have to get rid of some guys so that the box is by itself. This is what we want. That is our solution. That's what we're trying to accomplish when we solve. Let's look at the same thing with an equation. Just as we saw with the seesaw, you might be given the solution for the equation. But then what you have to do is you have to figure out what the solution is now when you solve. So you're going to get the x by itself so that it looks like that. And that will be the solution. So that's the goal. We want to get the variable by itself. Before we talk about this getting the variable by itself, let's go ahead and address one issue here. A lot of you are going to see this equation and you're going to be like, duh, that answer is easy to find. I don't need to do any solving. I can just figure it out. But what happens when you get an equation like that? Now you're going to need a different type of tool. We need a tool to help us figure out the answer because it's not so easy for us. So let's talk about a tool. So solving steps, the steps we use to solve instead of just figuring it out, those steps are a tool for solving our math problems. Well, let's talk about what a tool is. Well, here we have a chimp using a tool. He or she is trying to get at the bugs that are hiding in the little cave in there, the hole. And they actually do this. They'll put a branch in there. The bugs stick to the branch, and then the chimp can eat the bugs. Well, that's the whole idea here. I'm going to show you how to eat bugs, or I'm going to show you how to solve an equation by using steps to get the variable by itself when you face the harder equations. But we're going to start with easy equations, and then we'll get to the harder equations. So starting in the next video, we'll start looking at the actual steps. And to start with, we're going to look at what we call operations and inverse operations. And we will use these things to get from an equation that there's given to us, and then changing it so that the variable is by itself. And an example of that would be when you have a +3, we're going to do a -3. And then those are considered inverse operations. We will talk about that in the next video.